Pyramids are everywhere, scattered all over the globe. Many theories have been put forward during these hundreds of years concerning their origins. However, more and more facts are revealed in favor of the fact that the pyramids are technical structures. Namely, they are nothing but equipment for collection, concentration, and transmission of hava. Let us turn to the vocabulary. The word pyramid, which is composed of two Greek words, pyra, fire, energy, glow, mid, center, within. The English version of this root is mind, consciousness. The general meaning of the lexical components of the word is pronounced energy of consciousness. Confirmation of the idea that the pyramids collected exclusively negative psi energy comes from the times of the ancient Aztecs and Maya, when sacrifices were made on the tops of these majestic structures, hearts were cut out and heads were chopped off. Sacrificial blood was constantly sprinkled on the steps of the pyramidal complexes, saturating these transmitters with hava. Today, however, such manipulation is not required all the time. It is enough to have a pyramid near you as a harmless souvenir, ending with modern architectural designs. The number of such constructions is increasing due to the growth of the population of planet Earth. That is why the pyramid symbol appears everywhere, in the symbols of the secret world communities, on banknotes and even on temples. It is also worth paying attention to the ancient obelisks, which are also scattered around the world. In many cases, the top of this structure is crowned with crosses or pyramidal tips. However, influential clergymen with world fame are very attentive to this attribute. For example, one of the popes during one of his visits to Spain presented a statuette obelisk to the Spanish king. At present, the obelisk statuette, covered with Egyptian hieroglyphs, is kept in the Prado Museum. So what does an ancient Egyptian symbol have to do with Southern European culture? Statue of Emperor Octavian Augustus. 1st century. Statue of Emperor Tiberius. Karnak, a fragment. Statue of Emperor Nero. 1st century. If it were not for the signatures under the statues, one could easily mistake the Roman emperors for Egyptian pharaohs. This somewhat clarifies the picture of why you can find the above obelisks in many cities, and why it is the Pope who gives the Spanish king an overseas souvenir. The obelisk carries the symbol of masculinity, and the sun cross on top of it has the meaning of the One. No matter how you look at it, they are also pyramids, only greatly elongated. And they also have a top, a pyramidion. There is information that earlier the obelisk was crowned with a magic crystal. Egyptians placed steles to commemorate the victims on the territory of temples and memorial complexes, and also on the places of mass death of people who died in the fire of space disaster. The tradition to install obelisks at the sites of mass graves and memorial complexes arose later and preserved till now, though the burning pyramid on the obelisks was almost everywhere replaced by a star or a cross, which in general does not contradict the initial mythological symbolism of the obelisk as a place of cosmic catastrophe. It is worth saying that the cross is the most ancient symbol of the sun, life and immortality, brought by the solar gods from Hyperborea. If we consider the obelisks as concentrators of the undiscovered energy of the dead, the supposed rays of death, everything is very coherent and logical. These antennas entangle the whole territory of the planet in a single network of the field fed by the energy of billions of people murdered at all times. This assumption complements the theory about ziggurats as generators of unknown energy, allowing to dumb down the slaves and suppress their will. It is amazing how the cult of ancient Egypt has seeped into modern realities. A great deal could be written about this feature, collecting dozens of volumes of topical information. I am only giving general points so that anyone who wants to know how to read between the lines can begin to study these topics for themselves. For example, what would happen if the mausoleum of Lenin, which in turn is also equipped with the technology of the fifth corner, were removed from Red Square? Why do visitors to the mausoleum never go out the door they came in? Why does Vladimir Lenin have one palm clenched in his fist and the other open? Why is the mausoleum made according to all the canons of the burial of the ancient Egyptian pharaohs? And this is just the tip of the iceberg.